Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, it is not welcome back, it is just welcome. And I'm hoping you're here to stay. Alright, so as you can tell by the title, we are into the puree stage. Whoopee. So now you're at a point of your journey where you can start ingesting mushy food. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? Let's get into it. My puree stage consists of applesauce, tuna fish, um, chicken, and no joke when I said the chicken. Yeah, so you have one or two options, and one of the options is pureeing the chicken. So getting a food processor or blender, whatever you have, and pulsing the chicken until it's kind of like the consistency of like what a chicken salad would be. And you will put in like broth or like low fat gravy, stuff like that, that would make you, give the moisture to the meat. That way your stomach can have a better time digesting it. Now, something about me putting meat in a blender just did not sit well in my spirit. I don't see how that would have been me, so I had asked my nutritionist about that. And basically she had told me to chew the meat 25 times. And I do that now, and it helps for digestion. So remember that pro tip, 25. Chew 25 times. So I chewed the meat 25 times, and that definitely helped me. But for puree, let's get into some of the things that I ate. And hopefully this will help you out. Let's get to it. List of things that I ate throughout the day, which really isn't a lot for me because even now I don't eat as much as I should, but I also don't physically feel hungry. So if you know anything about my videos, if you've seen any of my other videos before, after I've gotten the surgery, I have made it very clear that I don't physically feel hungry, which is a little bit different. And I'm not saying if you get the surgery, you'll never feel hungry again in your life. That's just me. I have two friends who have gotten the surgery and both of them say they feel hunger. I just don't. I don't know. I guess they was like they gonna make sure my fat ass don't eat no more. Be nicer to yourself, guys. I shouldn't have said that. So let me tell you the first thing that I was ready to eat. I wanted some mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, and I was able to have them. They were on the list. Don't get me wrong. They were on the list. I was able to have them. It was fine. So I got me some mashed potatoes from Wawa. And if y'all don't know what a Wawa is, depending on where you're watching this from, it's kind of like how do you explain Wawa? It's like a convenience store. It's like a convenience store, gas station, and they sell like a 7-Eleven, but just sells different type of food. So went to Wawa. I got me some mashed potatoes. Child, it was like the best thing that ever had hit my lips. Even now, like I think mashed potatoes is more of a kryptonite for me, just because of the fact that it takes little to nothing to swallow, chew, all that, like easy to digest. It is just a saving grace for me. So mashed potatoes, love, loved mashed potatoes. It helped so much. Another thing that was a game changer for me was unsweetened applesauce, unsweetened flavored applesauce, especially like the Granny Smith kind, which I'll put a picture right here. That was my favorite. That kept me through. I had to take some of my medication with that applesauce anyway, so it just helped. Cause I don't really like super sweet things now, so it's tart, which definitely helped me flavor applesauce. Jello and low fat pudding. Um, Low fat, low sugar. you gonna need low fat, low sugar either way. So anything with a zero, buy it. Um, I specifically got this one in terms of the pudding, and I got this one in terms of the jello. The jello was iffy with me. Even when I got out the hospital, jello was not my thing. Jello was very like, um, and I thought maybe a couple weeks after surgery it would change, but it definitely did not change. Still not one of my favorites. But you can try that. It doesn't really take much to just chew and swallow. It really more so you can have it in the fuller liquid. So you can like bring it over to the puree side if you were not able to tolerate it in the fuller liquid. But that's one. Tuna fish. Tuna fish with low fat mayo. That was my jam. And I would get this type of tuna. Um, just because I'm just not basic like that, and I can't just eat the regular. What is that shit like the tuna in the can with water? Nobody want that. I wanted this, so I got that. I wanted flavor. It's bad enough I can only eat like 2 ounces at a time. I'll make these 2 ounces the best 2 ounces of my life. Call it what you want. But I got that, and on the packet it says heat it up, but I've never seen nobody heat up tuna fish in the microwave. But it's your prerogative. I would take that. I will take, depending on the flavor that I got, I would take some low fat mayo and I would mix it up. And I would eat that. And that was actually the best thing. It has a lot of protein in it. It's easy to digest. It's easy to eat. It's easy to chew. 10 out of 10. Recommend that. Oatmeal. Oatmeal and grits. Now, oatmeal is tricky, and you have to make sure if you're going to get oatmeal, you got to get the low sugar ones if you're getting anything with a flavor. I specifically got this one. Or you could just get plain oatmeal and just do that. I'm not huge on dairy, so I made my oatmeal with almond milk, and I will put like a pinch of cinnamon in there and like a pinch of brown sugar, not brown sugar, the stevia, not brown sugar, stevia. Um, I used to have brown sugar before surgery. So I would put that and stevia in there, and then I would just mix that up and eat that. Sometimes, again, this is all like a texture trial and error, but it does in the morning if you're pressed for time and you need to eat something and you need to put something on your stomach. Oatmeal. Grits though, let me tell you, I love me some grits. I loved me some grits. I loved grits, especially with some fried fish, some fried tilapia. So what is it? Not that shit, tilapia. Some fried tilapia and some grits with salt, not sugar, salt, butter. Sit that together with some sharp cheddar cheese. This is why I needed weight loss surgery. Because I can't eat it the way I want to. I don't want it. But it does help with feeling full. I remember my mom used to say, like, my mom and my grandmother, when you get grits, it'll stick to your ribs and you won't be hungry all day. I kind of felt like that. Like when I did eat the grits, they do kind of feel heavy on you. So I will be cautious with that. But it is an option in the morning. Again, if you're pressed for time, grits. Yeah, that are cut out. I got a phone call. Um, but yeah. Um, honestly, I think that's pretty much it in terms of what I had for the puree. Because a lot of people swear by the ricotta bake, and one of my friends, she tried it, she loved it, but it's nasty to me. And if you don't know what the ricotta bake is, it is something that seems to be infamous in the bariatric community. When you get onto these phases, the puree phase, to have this, and I will link a recipe down below. Um, and this is what it looks like. But it is not my favorite. I tried it, did not like it. It's a no for me. It just was not doing it for me whatsoever. It just tastes like nasty ass pizza. Seasoning and everything. So it wasn't even, so I don't want to hear nothing about like, oh maybe you just didn't season it. I seasoned it. It was still disgusting. Was not for me. But it could be for you. So I'm gonna put that link below. That way you could try it and see how you like it. But it wasn't for me. But I think that's it, guys. Like, all I will say in terms of the puree stage, if you are like me and you are very like iffy with textures, this is going to be a little challenging for you because of the fact that everything is like mush. What I will say is, in terms of like meat, so I was able to have fish and I was able to have chicken during my puree stage, and again, like I just had to chew it 25 times because then that would be the texture that I needed for my stomach to be able to digest it. So if you do not feel comfortable mixing anything in the blender or a processor like that, chew it 25 times, see if that helps. And if, because by 25 times it's going to be dissipated in your mouth, it's going to be mush, like so. That should help because that's what I did, because I was not throwing meat in the blender. That just did not sit right in my spirit. But anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you found what I have told you helpful. Again, please comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell at the top so that way you can be notified when I create a video. And also leave a comment below if this video did help you. Did you find any tricks? Did you find any tips? Do you know any tricks or tips for anybody that is on this journey? Leave them down below. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. How was your puree stage for you? Let's see what's up, and then we'll go from there. Bye, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Oop, why did you not? I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.